Hello everyone. Today we will discuss why antiderivative of a function is its area. So we are always told that area under a curve of a function is antiderivative of a function. So today we will prove the same thing. So let's say we have a continuous function f of x. Now we will take a strip of width h and we will let the height of the strip be f of x, and we can assume that it is a rectangle and approximate its area. So now area of that strip becomes f of x into h. Now we know that if h tends to 0, area of this rectangle will be equal to area of this curve. Now if we add all those strips, then we will get our expression as sigma f of x into h, where h tends to 0. Now here, since h tends to 0, we have a special term for it called dx, and we can also replace the sigma symbol into our integration symbol. Now here, that term means the sum of all strips, not the antiderivative. And now we will take a function and measure its area from 0 to x1 and 0 to x2. Now we will name the area between 0 to x1 as a1 and area between 0 to x2 as a2. Now if we subtract area a2 from a1, we can get the area between x1 and x2. Now if we enlarge that cross section, then it looks something like this. Now here we have replaced x2 minus x1 by h. Now here we get two rectangles as ABCD and ABEF, and area of ABCD is f of x into h, and area of ABEF is f of x plus h into h. Now we know that area of our curve will be less than area of rectangle ABEF and more than area of rectangle ABCD. Now if we divide all terms by h, we get f of x plus h greater than a of x plus h minus a of x divided by h, and we get a of x plus h minus a of x divided by h greater than f of x. Now we can see that as h approaches 0, f of x equals f of x plus h, and if we recall, middle term as h approaches 0 is derivative of area, because we know that derivative of f of x equals f of x plus h minus f of x divided by h, where h tends to 0. So from this we can say that f of x is derivative of area function. So it's obvious that finding antiderivative of our function will give us area of that function. Now if we multiply both sides of that equation by dx, we get d of area equals f of x times dx. Now here we will introduce a notation which changes d of a into a, which turns out to be our integration symbol. So we get area of our function equals integral of f of x with respect to dx. And that's how antiderivative of a function is related to its area.